Hi, this video is about general principles number 7 and 8. General principle number 7 reads, development programs and policies should be based on evidence, not stereotypes. This seems a fairly obvious thing, but I think the stereotypes about LGBTI people are so commonly accepted and ingrained that we really have to question many of the assumptions that we have. Some of these stereotypes include what has been called the myth of affluence. That is, that because LGBT people often are in double income households with no kids, that they have more resources than other couples. Other stereotypes talk about how LGBTI people don't want to be parents, or if they do, they are going to be unfit parents. There's the myth of lesbian immunity, which says that lesbians don't have real sex, therefore, they're not vulnerable to sexually transmitted diseases and infections. There's also myths about LGBT people only living in big cities, so we can ignore them with regard to programming in rural areas. I think when you look at the data, and sometimes it's difficult to find this, but when you look at the data, then you can test your assumptions. And here are a few examples of, I think, data that has been powerful to rebut some of the stereotypes. One is a global study of earnings, which shows that gay men actually earn 11% less than their heterosexual counterparts. And a lot of research has been done to show that LGBT people are highly affected by poverty. This map, for instance, reflects the demographic proportion of same-sex couples in the United States raising children. And the darker colors represent areas where there is a higher proportion of LGBT or LGB, specifically couples, raising kids. And what we see is that, no, it's not just in the cities. It's kind of everywhere throughout the country, particularly in rural areas, and that the rate is fairly high in many areas.